So this is a map of Iberian lynx habitat in the south of Spain, and I put this together just a few weeks back in a tutorial showing off Felt's new transformation tools. And in today's video, I'm going to finish this map by putting the final style touches together. More specifically, I'm going to dive into an advanced digital cartography skill called zoom-based styling. Now, if you missed that first video, or if you want to take a closer look at this final map, I'm going to leave links to everything down in the video description. Now, the first thing I want to do is change the color of our main polygon here. I'm going to bring up the legend by holding Shift and hitting 3, and then I'm going to grab this main layer right here, which is New Iberian Lynx Habitat. Again, go check out the first video to see how I put all of this together. And I'm going to come over here to the style editor. You'll see it off here to the right. And you have fill and stroke attributes under the polygon section. I'm going to grab fill. So you see there's a ton of cool little options here. You have some preset colors. You can manually type in a hex code if you have a specific color. You can also play with the transparency right here. I'm just going to simply grab this preset green, which is great. I like that color. And then if I open up the stroke attributes, what I love is that this is set to auto. So it automatically gives you a little bit of a darker color based on your fill color. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. And you can see it's right here set to auto, which is cool. I could also set it to none if I want to turn it off completely. I'm also happy with the stroke width. I think this looks great. Now I want to start to bring back some of the previous layers that I used to create this particular polygon from the last tutorial. First, I'm going to bring back the road. So I'll turn on this layer. Right away, I'm not a big fan of this color, and I'm not a big fan of the stroke width. So I'll grab the layer and we're going to start to style it. First, we want to change the color here. So I'm going to switch that to either orange or yellow. I'll grab this kind of in-between color here. That's looking great. Now we have a bit of a problem with the size. So I can go to the size bar and just take it down to 1. Now we're going to encounter a problem that is quite common in digital cartography, and that's the fact that you really need to style these elements at different zoom levels. Let me show you specifically what I'm talking about. If I zoom in here, you'll notice that the roads look just fine. Zooming in further, they look good. It looks like they're getting a little bit thinner, but they're actually not. And it looks fine. As I start to zoom out, however, you'll notice that while they're still maintaining their same size of 1, the area is getting smaller. So it looks like they're taking up way more space, and it just does not look good. This is why we have something called zoom-based styling. This essentially allows us to put specific sizes for these lines at different zoom levels. So if I hover my cursor over here in the parameters of the style editor, you'll notice there's a little icon over here on the right. And if I go over size, I'm going to click on this, which says add zoom styling. I'm going to click here, and now this new little box pops up. This is really easy to work with. It's showing us 2 zoom levels here, and you can tell by the icons right here. If I click on it, down here it's saying this is zoom level 7, and it's going to have a size of 1. If I click on this one, it says zoom level 12 is going to have a size of 5. Right here, this little triangle is the current zoom level, and you can actually grab this and manually go. You can also grab either of these and move them as well. And now between these 2 levels, it is going to do what's called interpolation. So if you have your size at 1 at this zoom level 7, and then you have it at 5, in between that area, it's going to interpolate. So it's going to grow until it gets to 5. So what I want it to do, I actually want it to come from a size of 0. So it's going to look like it's transitioning on. So I'll go over here to zoom 7, and I'm going to type in 0, hit enter. And now you see the line totally goes away. And then I'm going to grab this one. And let's say I want it to go over to zoom 10, and I want it to be at a size of 1. So I'll just type in 1. Now I can quickly look at this. So if I come over here, you see there's no roads at all. Now as I zoom in, we have it. Now, if you want to get really crazy with your styling, you can simply add, as many levels as you want here by clicking on this line. The opposite, you can just delete these by hitting the delete key. Okay, so the roads are finished. They look great. Now what I want to do is apply zoom-based styling to a few other polygons so that the look I'm going for here is as I zoom out, I don't want to see the Iberian lynx habitat. I would just like to see the region called out via a solid polygon, just showing this area of Spain. So if you see Spain, you can see what the region is. As you zoom in, the Iberian lynx habitat slowly comes into view. So I can do this by adding zoom-based styling to the opacity of these polygons. So I'm going to grab new Iberian lynx habitat, And I want to quickly take note of the current zoom level because this is the level where I want the habitat to be completely in view and I want the region polygon to be completely gone. If we look up here at the top right, you can see this little number right here is our current zoom level, 7.27. Now I'm going to go down to the opacity and add zoom styling to this Iberian lynx habitat, and I can start to tweak these. So I'm going to grab the beginning, put it over here, because you can see right here is our current zoom. We want to bring our ending here. So at zoom level 7, let's say it's going to be up to 90. If we want our opacity to be at 90, that's perfectly fine. And then over here, it's going to start at 0. So I just change, I grab it and then I manually type in 0. And now, again, I can quickly do a little preview here. So there it's completely out. And it comes in a little too early. So to fix that, I just have it fade in, or bring this a little bit further up in the zoom. So now you can't see it. And there it comes in right at zoom level 5. I actually like that a lot. Okay, now before this, I also want to have the region visible, and I already have this Andalusia boundary right here. So I'm going to go grab this one, and what I'm going to do is actually need to style this one from scratch again. So I'm going to bring this to the top, and I'm going to actually bring all 3 of these layers up to the top just to keep things a little bit more neat because I'm not using any of these layers down here. And I'm going to turn the visibility of these other 2 off. I'll go back and grab the boundary of the region, and for fill, I'll just grab, I want that same green color for the habitat, so maybe it'll be a nice dissolve out. I'll go grab the stroke and I'll set this to auto. I like the look of this as well. I'll click on add zoom styling for this one. We'll have it start full, and then at zoom level 7, it will be 0. Type in 0. We'll quickly preview this to see how it looks. So it's full here, and now it goes out, and I need to turn on this habitat again to see the interaction of the 2. So it's full green, and then it kind of dissolves here. So maybe if we can bring this out even one step closer, and then maybe even bring the habitat, you can keep tweaking it by different zoom levels here. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I'm going to turn the roads layer back on, and I'm almost done, but not quite. As a final touch, I'm going to add some imagery here. So I have 2 images of the beautiful Iberian lynx. I'm going to drop them right on the map here, and with the power of upload anything, it's going to just come on beautifully. These are PNGs with transparency. So I'll drop these 2 on here, kind of resize them, put them right here maybe, and there we go. Now our map is complete. Another quick keyboard shortcut, if you hit Control or Command period, you'll be able to full screen, and now you can see here we have a little region, some cats. Zoom in, there is our lovely map. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and share this video with your friends. That really does help. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, activate notifications, and if you want to go through and check out the playlist, we're starting to create a lot of cool content. So let us know if you want to see something in particular down in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.